Okay, so now we're going into this video. This is actually an update video. Um, this is Benny, and you can see he's not shaking no more. After about few days of treatments, when he drinks it, and I also actually touch it on I drop this on top of my finger, and I tell him to lick it, like just touch it a little bit. Okay, I didn't give like the dosage, like the full dosage or anything. I just touched my finger, and he licked it about twice a week. That's it. He can actually taste the water in there. So sometimes he doesn't like to drink it unless he have to, like I force him to. The first week, this is actually 1 month update, and he's doing really good. He's no longer shaking. He have a lot of energy now. He also too have been very active. Before that, he sleeps a lot. He still sleep a lot, but he's very active now. He's able to jump around. He's able to walk around, and he's not limping. And so, and he's not. He's able to walk him up and down the stairs easily. I myself also have changed after a month, and I have been feeding any type of food that have potassium iodide in there. I've read a lot, and this is the brand. I'm not advertising for them. Is Purina Alpo. Some Purina Alpo does not have it. The iodide potassium right here. See it? Right there. Potassium iodide. Okay. Some food does not have it, but in this case they do. So you have to read the labels. If you don't want your dog, if your dog is that way, and you don't want it to go into iodine drops, because we don't know how much the dosage to give him. So if you don't want to go that route, then a safer route would feed them anything with potassium iodide in there. That way, at least they got something. You know what I mean? So, of course, anything is a journey, of course, but you can tell he's doing a lot better. He no longer shakes. Right now, it's about 65 degrees. I keep the houses about that, and the heat just shut off, so we know it's 65 degrees. When I was making that video, I'll link it to here. It's going to be right up here for the original video. You can hear that the heat turns on at 65 degrees in that video, and you can still see him shaking. But he's no longer shaking now, and it's 65 degrees, so he's no longer shaking, which is a very good sign. I'm glad that I actually figured this out, because I've read during the time of my adventure, it was really hard, and it was so hard that I got scared because I myself was having that issue. He also threw up a lot. I've also found out that he can't eat soy. He has to be soy-free product. So if you've seen a bunch of like food out there and all that stuff with soy-free and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about. And if you are on one of those and you feed your dog soy or any type of soy, your dog starts to throw up all over the place. That's because he's probably allergic to soy. So yes, somehow sensitive dogs actually allergic to those, and it's linked. I am probably the first to tie all this together, and I will make a new video of that as well. Iodine deficiency, it's linked to EMF, it's linked to Fibromyalgia, what's it called? Fibromyalgia. And it's also linked to one more. I forgot on top of my head. Sorry. Sometimes I blank out, and I believe I have not ever done that before. They call it brain fog. It's because of the iodine deficiency, and that's tied to iodine deficiency as well. Fatigue, weakness, cold. The symptom is people are shaking in hot weather. And like I stated in the other video that I have, and I'll tie it all together with this video, I was shaking in like 80, 90 degree. I was cold. While everybody else is hot, I was cold. So, and then if everybody else is cold, I'm freezing then. So that was a pretty good and awful journey. But somehow they all link to that iodine deficiency. It's EMF sensitive, fibromyalgia, and there's one more I can't think of on top of my head. It has to do with hypothyroidism. That is your thyroid gland, because your hormone, the thyroid gland, it's craving, or it needs iodine to produce certain things for your body. That's how I study. That's how I get so far. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I'm still in the learning mode. But I learned a lot since the past 6 months. But I didn't get to it until the 5th month. So it took me about 5 months journey to learn about this. And all I need was just that. So this is totally 1 month since he was on it and I was on it. Because this video is not about me, I'll just throw it in a little short. I am a lot better. My body's a lot better. My headaches gone instantly. Oh my God, it's all tied in, and I will make that, like I said, I'll make that separate video, so that way for people to find, because like I said before, this is about I want to stick this with the dog, so people would understand, or people who needs it or whatever. My EMF is a lot better now. I don't get as much headache. I don't feel anything like when I'm close to cell phone, it doesn't bother me as much. So definitely hypothyroidism, fibromyalgia, and EMF sensitivity is all tied to iodine deficiency. That's part of it, not all of it, okay? Because remember, everybody's different. Every body is different. Every body is designed to be different. And I know why, but I'm not going to put that in this video. But that's the way life is. And you just have to find out for yourself. Now, there are people who are against iodine. I don't know why. I mean, like, oh my God, this guy wrote me like a length full of stuff, and he attacked me like crazy on one of my iodine video that I was talking about, how he taught me, and he was like, "You're telling me that your dog taught you?" No, my dog did not teach me anything. My dog does not teach me anything. It was from observing him that it taught me the lesson. But like I said, and then he said, "I bet you're still a virgin." Instead of saying "you are," "I bet you are still a virgin," he put "YOUR." I bet you're still a virgin. It's like, hello. You can't attack me. You can't attack me on one thing, and then now you're going to attack me on something else. And best of all, you can't you can't even, obviously he doesn't know the differences between you're and you are. How are you going to argue with somebody and like attack me? It's like, hello. I just reply back and I just delete his post afterward. It's like, hello. Did your bipolar kicking in or what? I mean, when a person tell you a soul story and they're doing better, and like I stated in that video too, I said I knew this was going to happen. And like I said before, and said again, I knew that it's gonna. I actually talk about that in the video, and I'll link it to here. That you should be happy for me. You should be happy for me that I found something for myself. That now I am actually headache free, or even him, or he's not shaking no more, or he's doing a lot better. He got a lot of energy now, and he's all wide awake. Like, you should be happy for him. I'm happy that I discovered it. And, it's, look at him, he's still shaking a little bit still. Sometimes that's what he goes into, But, like I stated, see, look at the arms right there. So he's doing okay. Like, certain times he will be okay, and certain times he's not. He's still shaking a little bit. Just, so don't get me wrong that he's not 100%. But he's doing a lot better. Like, I believe he got to about from 0 to like 80% within few days. Like just few days. So now I force him not to eat my food, which, he loves. I don't no longer give him the treats that he always do, because of that reason. I try to stay away from soy and stuff. And I try to give him like grain-free food now. And also too is that it has to be soy free too, so there's no soy in there as well. But like I said, this is an update to let people know that he's doing a lot better. And I mean, he's still shaking, but he doesn't shake like he used to be. I mean, he used to be shaking like if you saw that video up here, oh my God, it's every day he shakes like there was no tomorrow. I would have to lay there, and sometimes I would have to curl up, and I just have to hold him in my arms all the time. And it's sad to see him that way. And he can't be under electricity either. I tried to give him the electric blanket. He doesn't like it either. He does not like the electric blanket. So somehow he does not like when my big TV's on, he runs away from it as well. Like the huge TV, he does not like that. I actually mentioned that in the summer, he actually does not like the air conditioner. I turn on the air conditioner, he runs away from the air conditioner. In that room, I have 2 rooms, and if I turn on an air conditioner in that room, that's my TV room and my sleep room, and sometimes I go like downstairs to sleep in my futon. He would lay in the futon, and most of the time I sleep with him with the futon, because he somehow he does not like the air conditioner, and he does not like the big TV. So right there is air conditioner, believe it or not, is a big EMF contributor, because of the motor, and everything is sucking in. So you can tell everything is metal in the air conditioner. And as the air conditioner releases where the motor spins, it releases positive and negative and attach it to the molecules. And as everybody knows, and in this world, everybody would know, and if you research it, radiation loves cold. That's how they neutralize it. So they would attach themselves to the cold particles, or cold radiation, because remember, there's hot radiation, there's cold radiation. As you know, everything in this life is an opposite. So I don't want to go through that, because this is not about that. But I'm just making an example of how he doesn't like when I turn on the air conditioner and he turn on the TV or anything with Wi-Fi in it. He doesn't like phone either. You give him the phone, he turns away. He doesn't like the phone. He doesn't like to sniff the phone either. I actually have a video of him sniffing because I had to test him. I'll find it and I'll link it up to here too. So I'll probably link 3 videos to this video here about how he doesn't like when he sniffs certain like electrical. He would does it too. Actually, I have a measuring voltage about him too that I have to do. There's another video that I have to do about how we absorb EMF too. That's what I got to do next too. That's just remind me. But anyway, so I'm gonna end this video in a few minutes just to tell you that just an update. Because a lot of people, if people sees that video, they like to see how the update is, and sometimes people likes to see how things going. A lot of people go through a journey and they don't update anything. I'm one of those people that I like to follow up on certain things. If it's not good, or if it's not a good follow up, I either make it or I don't. But if it's a good follow-up, then I like to follow up, because then people can learn from that. And that's what this video is about. Benny, can you stop licking that? Don't lick that, please. Why you keep licking that? Oh, he just went outside. I'll clean it for you. Don't lick that. Anyway, he just went outside before I did this video, that's why. Did you get some water on top of your... It was raining, kind of raining and wet outside. But as you come in, you don't see him shaking. Anyway, other than that, that's about it. If you are curious about this, and Benny, stop licking. I will clean it for you. Okay? Thank you. I'll clean it for you. Don't worry. If you want to get curious about how he's doing or whatever, you can post it. Or if you see this video, if you have a dog or something. But I'll write all the symptoms that he have in this video down to the description. But like I said, that he's doing a lot, like really, really good. After just a month, it was, I believe, I did the video either 3rd weeks in when I started to do it. And I was still experimenting to see his dosage and stuff like that. And the dosage was, I stuck the same dosage. I used the 1.25 liter there, and I just dropped 1 drop in only. And when I started out with 3, and I thought that was too much. So for him is only 1 drop. And I feed that with that water to his. He can actually taste it, but he drinks it anyway. And then during the week, twice a week, he would take this. I just drop it in my finger, just a little bit, not a drop, just touched it, just a little bit, and I tell him to lick it, and he's forced to lick it. So when he lick it, he doesn't like it, but he have to lick it because that's the way dog does. They like to obey. Yeah, and so that's how he did it, and that's how he's licking. So that's how I got him to do 2 times a week. I just touch it on my finger and let him lick it. And then I feed him the... excuse me. I feed him the dog food. And remember, like I said before, you have to read the labels. Because certain one of them, they have soy in it. And then certain stuff they have, this actually helps you with soy too somehow. Yes. That's another tie to that too, because I eat that and I eat soy, and it's a lot less. I believe I'm allergic to soy as well. I used to like, I have like acid refluxes all the time, and now I have less. So it actually helps me with that as well too. I don't know yet, but I'm just throwing it out there because it actually helps me. But so I guess that's about it on this video. I just wanted to make it short that, if anybody find it, I just want to let you know that it does work. He's doing a lot better. And if anything else, I would maybe make another video a month from now. Maybe. Because I shot that almost, the other video, I shot it like 3... I didn't upload until like later because I was busy, And now I just, I find a little time or whatever, and I'll upload it at night. So if you've seen like my videos at night or whatever, or when it's uploaded or something, that's when because I usually try to render them and edit them and stuff like that, and then I would able to upload it later. So some of the video, I still got some videos not even upload yet. But I mean, I shot like a month ago. Sometimes I shoot them 2-3 months before I even upload them. But because of life is busy, so I can't really do certain things. But I'll try my best to update, maybe another update video for him. Because like I said, he's oh, and also too, I like to note before I go, his body is no longer pumping out heat like he was hot. Like now he's actually normal temperature. So that's another thing too. He was hot and he was shaking. Like his body was like warm, and he was shaking. And no, it's not a cold, or he has a cold and because a cold doesn't last for like months. It was months of going on. And that's, like I said in that video, that's how it got me curious, and that's how I got scared about him. Something's wrong with him. And that's how he got curious. So like I said in the other video, he was the one that actually taught me this. I didn't know anything about iodine or anything. It was him that taught me to, well, he didn't really teach me. He taught me how to observe, and then went into research. Correction onto that before someone attacked me again for not listening. But anyway, like I said, you can't even spell you, your, and you are, or know the differences. How you gonna attack me, right? But anyway, other than that, that's about it. I just want to make this short, happy report that the dog is doing okay. And if you see your dog shakes and shivers and fatigue and tired and can't walk up the stairs and limping up around the house or whatever it is, simple as checking into iodine deficiency. And that's all there is to it. And make sure that I am not advertising for Alpo or anybody. Just go to the store, Petco or anything like that. Especially Petco, they're pretty good about a lot of food. You can go to Walmart if you want to go a cheaper route. Walmart would have a cheaper brand, but go to Petco and then research about the food, and then go to Walmart and search for the food, and then compare the prices, and then you will see, or Targets or any places, to see which one is better. As you know, Walmart has always have better prices. So what you do is you get Walmart, you go to Walmart and find the food that have potassium iodide in there, and then feed your dog with it. That way, he or she will always have, enough iodine in there. But anyway, that's another tip before I go. Other than that, that's about it on this video. And if you have a dog or cat and you got into this video because this is videos about dogs, if you do have them, I just want to let you know that it is going to be a hard journey. Even some doctor would not even know what's going on. Search on YouTube and you see their name, doctor this, doctor that, and they are a doctor and they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. So sometimes you just have to research on your own, put 2 and 2 together, and that's what I did. I researched it. I go around, I figure things out, watch their behavior, and that's how I was able to figure out that he was iodine deficiency just like I was, because the symptom was just too similar. And that's when I knew that's what's going on. And when I put him onto this journey as a test, he was okay. And usually, what are the symptoms before I end this video? It only took less than a week. You will see symptoms, you will see the changes right away. About 2-3 days after he took an iodine water, within 24 hours you see the differences already. And then within a week you see the body changes. So I would say 24 hours you see the difference. And then the body's starting to get used to it, I guess, or changes. But I would say about a week you will see major changes. Anyway, I hope that this video is helpful to someone out there. And I guess that's about it. And I will see you in the next video. Okay?